Okay, I'm going back to Bill's house one more time. This will be the second go round, and you know, it's Sunday. Had to move the clocks. What did we do? Fall back, yeah. And what do I like to do? Go dig for records. So we're going to see, I'm going to go touch on some things that I saw last time. So let's see what's going on at Bill's house. And you know, I had missed a few things the last go round, so I'll see if I'm gonna pick those up, but he just has so many records, and that's the thing. So I'm real excited. I'll see you over there. Seriously, there's a lot of records over there at Bill's house, and you know, for 2 weeks I've just been itching to get back there, so I did. You know, that's yesterday already. I have the records. It's a lot of records. I'm not even going to tell you. But, you know, it's what I bought was jazz, metal, funk, rock, folk, you name it. I covered all the, you know, he's not really into metal. So I picked a bunch of metal records just because he just wasn't into it. And they're, you know, they're good records. So that's what I did. Now, Mom's Apple Pie, you know, Dan's Stoner Stash Box. I wanted that. We talked about it. I bring him into the living room. We negotiate, and he wanted to keep it. It wasn't in that great of condition, so I passed on it, and I want to get that record, Mom's Apple Pie from the early 70s. They're a Midwest band. Very interesting group. And the Sonny Rollins, I couldn't find it. Just could not find that. Sonny Rollins Volume 2. And, oh, the Spanish Linda Ronstadt album, I didn't see it. There's just, seriously, so many records. So let's flip through some records, and right after, I'm going to show you what I got. All right, thanks.
He goes through the record piles, and even though how many times he's been through them, he still finds a couple of things to buy.
Uh-huh.
And I was talking with him, and he's got rooms filled with vinyl.
Really?
Yeah. And his, you know, I asked his wife, "Are you okay with that?" And she said, "Yeah, I do."
So he wants to sell too, maybe?
I asked
a little
him, and he indicated that he would, but he hasn't yet. So I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, fine, you know, whatever.
Well, I don't know. Between you and the gentleman that you told me about, it's pretty interesting for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he has I ran across the Faces of One Player album.
Right?
And it was, I had it years ago. And the copy I found was a white promo copy.
Cool.
So he has one of those. And that's when I wanted to snag from him.
Oh.
Yeah. A few years later, he died.
So you worked in radio in...
Paradise, Chico, Oroville, Lake County for a stint. I was debating about moving to Lake County.
Right.
And so I did work weekends there for a little bit. Worked at a couple of radio stations at the same time in the area, which is, you know, you're not supposed to do that. They were paying me. This is back in
So I can't even lift the stack. I'm just going to get to it and show you. And, you know, I hope you hang in there because actually this is 42 records. I'm not going to describe a whole lot. And what it broke down to is I spent $175 for 42 records. That's about $4 a record. So you're going to see some good ones. And I'm going to help Bill organize a bit over there. And his wife is going to get some boxes. There are some boxes, put them together and help him a bit. And that's going to equal JT getting more records. So I'm going to get started right away. And again, this is covers so many genres. It's really cool. I've never had Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs. Yeah, nice to have this one. Excellent. Bridge of Sighs. And Iggy Pop, Soldier. So once again, about, a hair over $4 per record. And there's the songs on that. And the inner for Iggy. And it's just on Arista Records. Look at this, The Warning, Queensryche, right? You just don't see this that often. Nice to have this. And here's the inner on this, Queensryche, The Warning. And I checked all the vinyl. Check this, first pressing, Fagan, Nightfly. First pressing. And I had this on the repress, but when I saw this one, he had 2 copies. I just was not going to pass it up. So Donald Fagan, Nightfly on the first pressing. I'll show you that is the first pressing. I don't know how many they did. Maybe they just did 1. I really don't know. And then, never had this album. Love it. Blue Oyster Cult. You got Kick Out the Jams, Godzilla, Don't Fear the Reaper. We got to get out of this place. I mean, this is I've wanted this one for a long time. I don't have a lot of Blue Oyster Cult, so this is somewhat of a start. Awesome. And this is, and again, these records are really nice, very clean. I made sure I left about 15 behind because they just weren't in the condition that I was looking for. Heaven 17, The Luxury Gap. Yeah, I like synth 80s. I like just about everything, so what can I say? So there's the songs, and this is on, I don't know. Oh, this is on Arista as well. Now, look, guys, Surf Punks, locals only. This is from 82. Yeah, I grabbed this. This is that label out of Malibu, California. And look at that back cover. Locals only. I experienced that down in SoCal. I'm telling you, there's a Surf Punks label. Tijuana Weekend, new lead guitar. Cool. Surf Punks. Then, 12-inch single. Actually, it's a 3-song EP. I still haven't found what I'm looking for, and that's why I dig for records. U2, ultra clean copy of this. And Head East, that's these guys got together in Central Eastern Illinois University. Eastern Illinois University, and they had that one really big hit on the first album. You know what it is. Head East, glad to have this one. I have that on a 12-inch. I just can't think of what that single is. And this is on A&M in a polyline sleeve. This guy cared about his records. And again, these are all thrift store records that Bill compiled and picked, especially in the 90s and like the early 2000s. He was a DJ, radio DJ in Northern California, a couple different small towns, Paradise, California. And here's, guys, this is, I had to have this. This is Ziggy Stardust, the motion picture. And this is the double album. Just wonderful. Such a Bowie fan. For life. And check it out. I think I have this, but this is so clean. This is on Volt Records, Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding. I love you more than words can say. Open the door, let me come on home. The glory of love. Old Man Trouble. And let me show you that Volt label. There we go. And yes, I did pick up one more alarm. Strength. And now I have 4 alarm records that I've compiled rather quickly, really. So And there's the band. And, you know, this is their big breakthrough album here in the U.S. and just a great, great, great band. Very, you know, definitely very underrated. And this is on IRS for the alarm strength. And check this out. This is a white label promo. This is Dokken Back for the Attack. Are you kidding me? Of course I'm going to get this. I've really been listening to a lot of Y&T lately for classic metal. And this is, that's what that says. And that's what that says on that hype. And I got to show you the white label promo for Back for the Attack, Dokken, Don Dokken. And you guys are going to like this. Some of you anyway. Kiss Alive, the double. Never had this. I was definitely not going to leave this in the garage. And this is that double. And on Casablanca Records, there we go. Very clean. Really, really pleased to have that. Absolutely. And Southern Accents, Tom Petty. I love this album. I waited for this album on release when it came out. And, you know, I only have one or two other albums by this band, and this is Focus Live at the Rainbow. Good, good live album. You got Jan Ackerman on this. This is just killer record. Really good live record. And then this is only my, believe it or not, only my third or fourth B.B. King album, L.A. Midnight from 1972. This has Sweet 16 on it. On ABC Records. So BB, and one of the very last records that I found was Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith. I'd never had this on vinyl. No, I did a long time ago. I don't know what in the heck happened to it. So just completely awesome to have Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith. I have Rocks. So, I mean, that's good enough for now. Now, here's the late, great Roy Buchanan. Livestock is one of his best albums ever. This is Livestock. If you don't know, if you like Roy Buchanan, you don't know Livestock, check this out. He's got a great vocalist on this one. And then we have Mr. William Bootsy Collins, The One Giveth. This is sealed. Yes, this is sealed. Perfectly sealed. Here's the songs. There's Bootsy. And yeah, this is Greatest Messages on Sugar Hill, Grandmaster Flash, and the Furious Five in the Shrink. New York, New York, Freedom, Birthday Party, Flash to the Beat, Message is killer. You know, I got that Beastie Boys last 2 weeks ago, and then Cutting Crew. 80s synth, new wave. I'm just going to keep mowing through this. And this is a sealed Culture Club. And look at the hype on this one. There we go. Nice to have this. I have a 80s new wave collection. And this is You Can Dance, Madonna. These are the remixes. And I just didn't, I bought a really nice Madonna 2 weeks ago in his garage. Music. And there she is, Madonna. And I've really been listening to, this was so minty that I wasn't going to leave Rock and Rod. And I never had this one. And I know it's just a simple album, but it's just squeaky clean. And besides, my wife likes to listen to this too, so we can both enjoy this record. And there's some nice songs on there. Now, I love NXS. I really do. And, you know, good thing we have Ben Rankin's you know, down under in Melbourne, Australia, because he's turning us on to so many great Australian bands, the Saints. I mean, the list goes on and on. That's what he shows. Check out Ben Rankins on Vinyl Community YouTube. So in excess, this is Need You Tonight, Meditate. And then there's I'm Coming Home as well. Great band. And I have never had this album from this band, and that's Magazine by Heart. So this will be nice. I just have 3 or 4 Heart records. I'm not a huge Heart fan, but I'm a record collector, you know? That's what I do. Now, this is the band, the hard rock band, classic rock band I've been listening to, and this is a sealed record, and this is Open Fire YNT, Yesterday and Today. Originally from Oakland, California, and they migrated over the Oakland Bay Bridge to San Francisco. Dave Medichetti, I mean, this band, very underrated. Love YNT, and this is my 5th YNT record. Now check this out. I mean, unbelievable. Everybody 2 years was buying this on a repress, and this is Emmett Rhodes. The jacket is not in the best shape. I don't really care. The vinyl's nice. Let me show you. This is on that Dunhill label. So I finally have this Emmett Rhodes album. And because I'm just flashing through these, if you don't know them, check it out. And then a beautiful copy of Patti Smith's Easter. Yes. It's really fantastic to have this. And there's the tracks. And this is on Arista. And Athens, Georgia's own, the B-52s. And I do have this, but this is another excellent copy to have. B-52s. You know, I mean, you've got Planet Claire. You've got Rock Lobster. Lava. There's a Moon in the Sky. 52 Girls. Super duper wonderful. Now hold your lunch. Hold the door. Megadeth, Killing Is My Business. Now this is a bit of a rare record. Very stoked to have this one. And this is on Combat, on that Combat label. So I might as well just show you, because this is a rare record. So there we go. This is only my 2nd Megadeth on vinyl. And I have a bunch of Megadeth on CD, but there's that Combat label, very clean. And these are all keepers. You know, I'm a collector. I don't sell. I used to sell a long time ago, and I might in the future, but I'm just having so much fun collecting. Scorpions, Love at First Sting, Rock You Like a Hurricane, In the Shrink, Big City Nights, Still Loving You, yeah. Scorps, and I saw them on their on the tour with Iron Maiden, and Iron Maiden opened for Scorpions, if you could believe that, early '82. Queensryche, Rage for Order, right? Unbelievable. On EMI, yeah, just super fantastic. Now this is one of the, you know, that thread that was going around, worst album covers. This is bad. This is really bad, but this is sealed. I love Grand Funk, and it has Some Kind of Wonderful and Bad Time on it. Responsibility. There's that hype. And I'm going to get it at $4 sealed. You know, really compiling a lot of Grand Funk Railroad albums. I love this band from Flint, Michigan. Just an awesome, awesome band. And this is Ain't That a Bitch. And that's Johnny Guitar Watson. And this is on a Dutch press. So cool to have this. There's Johnny. you know, Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa, really loved this guy. You know, he's a big Johnny Guitar Watson fan, and Stevie Guitar Miller as well. You know, because they're Texas boys. Now, I went back to get Folksy Nina Simone on Colpix. Now, this is a record that I have worn out since the late 80s. I got a copy. I played it a lot. It still plays good, but now I have minty. The Harder They Come, Jimmy Cliff. Love this album. Many Rivers to Cross. You can get it if you really want. Shantytown, Johnny Too Bad, Sitting in Limbo. The Harder They Come. Many Rivers to Cross. I'm telling you. Just perfect on Mango. They might get a little better on Prestige. We have Lightnin' Hopkins' Greatest Hits. Never had any Lightnin' Hopkins on vinyl. So I couldn't leave. This has Walkin' Blues, Back to New Orleans, Last Night Blues, Hard to Love a Woman, Sinner's Prayer, Angel Child, Business You're Doing. Now, there's 2 jazz records I went back for, and they were clean, yes. And this is from the mid to late 60s on Columbia Monk, Straight No Chaser. So thrilled to have this record. This is it's just in my top 25 for jazz records. Love this record. I said that, didn't I? And here's some of the other Monk albums. And this is simply on the Red Columbia. It's clean. And next, I am such a huge fan of this jazz Hammond B3 player. And this has Lee Morgan, Lou Donaldson, Tina Brooks, Kenny Burrell, Eddie McFadden, Art Blakey, Donald Bailey. The Sermon. I'm preaching it. This is the Sermon. This is such a ripping, excellent record. If you're not into jazz, listen to the Sermon. Jimmy Smith, or listen to a lot of Jimmy Smith with Kenny Burrell and Stanley Turrentine. And, you know, guys that don't like jazz are probably going to like that. And lastly, and thanks for hanging in there, one more. This should be from 1978, and this is a 1993 repress in super condition. Funkadelic, One Nation Under a Groove. Yes. So now I have 3 Funkadelic albums, 2 OGs, and 1 on a repress. Maggot Brain I have on a repress. But, you know, this sleeve is so funny. It doesn't fit perfectly into the jacket. And those of you with this album, you probably know that. But here we go. Funkadelic, One Nation Under a Groove. Guys, thanks for hanging in there. That was 42 records. And I'll see you on the next video. And a subscriber and a friend, Luis Martinez, sent me an outrageous amount of records. He was going to send me just free Fire and Water. So my next video is going to be a VCLT from Luis Martinez from near Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for watching.